Across cultures and millennia, accounts of the afterlife share a striking consistency, as if drawn from the same hidden source. Near-death experiences, or NDE, collected by researchers like Dr. Bruce Grayson, reveal a common sequence: an out-of-body sensation, a tunnel, a life review, and a being of light. This isn't random. It suggests a structured transition, akin to a universal rite of passage. Similarly, the Tibetan Book of the Dead, or Bardo Thirdal, describes a journey through 3 bardos, states between death and rebirth that parallel these stages. Both maps converge on a core idea: consciousness survives bodily death, and the afterlife is a process, not a static place. Understanding this blueprint transforms our fear of death into a sense of adventure, preparing us for the soul's ultimate voyage. By recognizing these patterns, we can approach death with curiosity rather than dread. Much like an explorer studying a map before a great expedition, the first step in the afterlife journey is often an out-of-body experience, OB, where consciousness separates from the physical form. In NDE, individuals report floating above their body, watching medical teams work, and feeling a sense of detachment. This is mirrored in the Bardo Thirdal's first stage, the moment of death, where the consciousness principle, or mind, separates from the body of flesh. Historically, shamans have described similar journeys, entering trance states to navigate non-physical realms, often using rhythmic drumming or psychoactive plants. This separation underscores a profound truth: we are not our bodies, we are awareness wearing a temporary vessel. Practicing lucid dreaming or meditation can help familiarize us with this state, making the transition less jarring when it occurs naturally. For example, in lucid dreams, you can deliberately leave your dream body, rehearsing the OBE and reducing fear of the unknown. After leaving the body, many NDers describe entering a dark tunnel that leads to a brilliant, loving light. This is not merely a visual phenomenon. It's often accompanied by a profound sense of peace and unconditional love, as if being welcomed home. In the Bardo Thirdal, this corresponds to the clear light of reality, a radiant, all-knowing presence that appears immediately after death. Some scientists explain the tunnel as a result of oxygen deprivation or neural activity, but the consistent emotional depth and spiritual significance suggest otherwise. Think of it as a birth canal into a larger reality, much like the transition from the womb to the world. To prepare, practice focusing on light during meditation, imagining it as a gateway to higher consciousness. For instance, visualize a warm, inviting light at the end of a dark corridor and mentally step into it, cultivating familiarity and trust. One of the most profound NDE stages is the life review, a panoramic replay of every thought, word, and action experienced from the perspective of others. This isn't judgment from an external deity, it's a self-assessment, a mirror reflecting your true nature. The Bardo's Churnyad Bardo involves encountering peaceful and wrathful deities, which represent one's own mental projections and karmic traces. Both emphasize that we must face the consequences of our lives, but with compassion and understanding. This is why practices like mindfulness and journaling are vital. They help us integrate our experiences now, so the review becomes a learning tool rather than a shock. For example, daily reflection on your interactions can reveal patterns, allowing you to cultivate kindness and resolve conflicts before death. The life review is not punishment, but an opportunity for growth, much like reviewing a game tape to improve performance. Central to many NDEs is an encounter with a being of light, a presence of immense wisdom and love that often communicates telepathically, asking, "What have you done with your life?" In the Bardo Thirdal, this is akin to the clear light, which is both formless and the source of all forms, transcending dualities. Some experiencers describe merging with this light, feeling unity with all existence, a state of non-dual awareness. This echoes quantum physics concepts of non-locality and interconnectedness, where particles can be entangled across vast distances. The void, often feared, is not empty. It's a plenum of potential, the womb of creation. To connect with this, practice silent meditation, surrendering to the stillness within. Imagine the void as a space of infinite possibility, where you can let go of ego and rest in pure awareness, much like a diver plunging into a deep, silent ocean. Many NDers report a choice point. They can stay in the light or return to their body. Often, they return out of a sense of duty, unfinished business, or love for family. The Bardo Sitpa Bardo describes a similar juncture where consciousness is drawn toward rebirth based on karmic tendencies and desires. This decision reflects free will even after death, suggesting that our choices shape our journey. Historically, mystics like Plotinus spoke of the soul's journey as a series of choices, each leading to greater or lesser unity with the divine. The key takeaway is that we can prepare by clarifying our life's purpose. Ask yourself, what would make me want to return? This clarity guides both life and death. For instance, if your purpose is service, you might choose to return to help others, while if it's spiritual growth, you might move on to higher realms. This choice is not forced. It's a natural expression of your deepest values. The ultimate preparation for death is to experience it while alive, a practice known as dying before you die. This ancient technique appears in Sufism, Tibetan Buddhism, and Christian mysticism, where it is said to strip away ego attachments and reveal your true nature. Methods include deep meditation, where you visualize your own death in detail, from the moment of last breath to the dissolution of the body, or holotropic breathwork that induces non-ordinary states through rapid breathing and evocative music. These practices simulate the death process, allowing you to confront fear and attachment in a safe environment. Even simple exercises like contemplating your mortality daily, writing your own obituary, or visiting a cemetery can shift priorities and reduce anxiety. As the Stoics advised, memento mori, remember you must die. Doing so now makes the actual transition a familiar homecoming, rather than a terrifying leap into the unknown. By facing death consciously, you transform it from an end into a gateway,